Vande Mataram. Har Har Mahadev. Jai Shri Ram. ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। तो आज के वेलकम टू टुडेज लाइव session on artificial intelligence. Whether this technology is useful for the mankind, or is it that artificial intelligence is a weapon for the globalist cabal? We will try to explore this tonight, and I hope people which will watch this video, this session, and think whether this should go on or not. But before that, let's do some meditation. Let's chant some mantra. थोड़ी देर भगवत नाम संकीर्तन करते हैं और फिर हम लोग शुरू करते हैं। ओम श्री राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे 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 जय जय श्री राधे। तो थोड़ी देर संकीर्तन हो गया और थोड़ा एक फ्रेश ऊर्जा हमें मिल गई। सो वी गॉट अ न्यू फ्रेश ब्रेथ ऑफ प्राणवायु। So let's start. So artificial intelligence is something which the Western world, the globalists, have been working on for the last 30 years, right? Before the Y2K bug, people from the computer world, from the industry, from the IT industry, have been working on artificial intelligence. And now in 2025, it has become mainstream. Within a span of 2 years, artificial intelligence has gathered very heavy momentum and it's now practically available everywhere. So, what is artificial intelligence in a layman's term, and what is the agenda behind implementing artificial intelligence? So, we will explore that. Artificial intelligence is nothing but a set of algorithmic computer calculations which collects a lot of data from various sources and compiles them and interprets it in a different way, in a very uh, presentable way. That is artificial intelligence, right? So I have been talking about it since 2017. According to my calculations, according to my estimates, artificial intelligence is a weapon which is being used by the globalist. The reason for that is, see, on the superficial level, I mean, this is never told, but it's always said that artificial intelligence will improve your efficiency, your computer, your calculation, your spreadsheets, your Excel sheets will be much faster to make, and you can edit videos, you can use artificial intelligence to gather a lot of data, compute and analyze everything. So on the surface, this looks okay. But the bigger question and the most pertinent question which remains is that who is the creator of artificial intelligence? Which group controls artificial intelligence? And what is that is not being told. So artificial intelligence is being used by a lot of governments across the world to spy on their own citizens. So you must have heard of softwares like Palantir, which is being used to spy on the general population, the citizens of this world, by every government. So it's not that, artificial intelligence is something which is not to be, thoroughly looked into. We should be very much aware, and we should know that artificial intelligence might create problems for us. Whatever they are marketing is not what actually is happening. So this algorithm, this knowledge is being controlled by the globalist. They release only bits and pieces of under the diluted version of their software to the public. But the actual artificial intelligence softwares are being used to do massive chunks of spying and manipulation on the citizens. So this according to me is direct infringement on the freedom of any individual. So every human being has the right to his privacy, right? No government, no nobody can interfere in his private life, what he does and what he does not. But now this globalist new world order gang, they are trying to make a one world government, and in doing so, what they are doing is they are curtailing the freedom of the citizens, so that there can be no revolution in future. Nobody can revolt against them, and that is why all this softwares, these bugs, these algorithms are being introduced in our smartphones, in our computers, to to keep us in check and follow us. Just a moment, just a moment. Oh, sorry, some mosquitoes are there, so I need to check on that. Yeah. So what I was trying to say is that this globalist cabal is using artificial intelligence, the advanced versions or the most lethal versions for themselves, and they are just releasing the diluted, goody goody type of smoke screened versions for the public, saying that, oh, see, you'll have better efficiency, you will be able to, your workload will come down, and blah blah blah, and all those positive points they market. But actual work which artificial intelligence is collecting our data. Plus, what is happening is as the technology is improving, these drones, this robotics, and all this being used to study the human behavior, right? So all the five senses of a human is being studied by the computer. Our hand movement, gestures, our faces, and our expressions. So the computer is able to analyze through a lot of data that how the humans behave, right? Uh, when they're angry, when they're happy, their face expressions, their body language, and everything. You must have seen in many Hollywood films also. This is shown. And it is a reality that all these things is being monitored. They're using to artificial intelligence in traffic management just to see to it that if there are hostile elements or revolutionaries who want to overthrow their power, they can identify them in the crowd. So all this thing, this technology is being used for this globalist to control us, not to provide us any services. And I strictly and sincerely believe that it's a very, very deadly weapon, the most deadly weapon of the 21st century. But the problem is people are not ready to listen. Today, artificial intelligence jobs in the computer world are fetching very good salaries. People are getting, $100,000 also for that kind of, artificial intelligence work. But soon you will realize that the machines will start doing the coding, will not actually start doing, they've already started doing. So all these computer programmers, they are losing their jobs. Now through artificial intelligence, the computer is able to code itself. The robotics are able to upgrade themselves. So slowly, the machines are going for a transhumanistic model. And this is what the globalists want, people like Elon Musk. So these psychopaths, I call them technopaths. Uh, this Sundar Pichai, this Mark Zuckerberg, that Sam Altman, Elon Musk, all these IT, these technology guys. These technopaths want technology to control the entire human species, right? And go for a transhumanistic model, which is part of their Agenda 2047. If you are not aware, you should research about it. Anyway, so artificial intelligence also leads to the submissive and the slave mentality of the humans. If you become too much dependent on the computers, all your five senses, the natural intelligence which the creator has given you, right? Humans are the only species on earth who have that capability to think and analyze all their five senses, right? They have been given a brain. So the natural intelligence of the human species got subdued due to this artificial intelligence. Let me give you a very, very small example. Suppose you are sitting in front of the computer and you are asking artificial intelligence, that which is the right place to go for a vacation. So that algorithm will calculate everything according to the data and the algos which have been developed by these technopaths, right? It will not take into account the emotions, your mood swings, and everything, uh, and suggest you that. So your natural intelligence, your natural thinking power gets controlled by these software programs, and you are not able to fully utilize your senses. And this is what they want. They want that all your five senses, the natural intelligence of human species, should get merged into artificial intelligence so that they can control the human brain. This is the final frontier of the globalist, and they are using this very beautifully with help of AI. So I would strongly and sincerely suggest that people should stop using AI. But the problem is, as soon as I say that, people will say, "Oh, you are trying to take us to the medieval times. You are taking instead of moving ahead in technology, you're trying to take us backwards. You're trying to scare. You're doing a scaremongering job." So this is also a problem. So I understand that my words will have no value. मेरे बोलने से आप लोग नहीं मानने वाले. But what I would suggest is that you should think over it. You should do thorough analysis study that is really artificial intelligence beneficial in the long run for the entire human population, or will it that it will remain in the hands of few and they will benefit and become rich and you know fulfill their depopulation agenda? So I would say that yes, I have done my own calculation. In the long run, artificial intelligence is going to be very, very deadly. People will lose their jobs. All these drones, robotics will be used in war against the common public. You can see this is being used in Russia and Ukraine. Both Russians and Ukrainians are dying. This is just an experiment being conducted, right? So, just a second, just a second. Yes, sorry. Uh, so, so what I'm trying to say, मैं चलो let मैं speak in हिंदी. तो मैं ये बोलना चाह रहा हूँ कि एआई जो है वो हमारे लिए बहुत बेनिफिशियल नहीं होगा। ये हमारे लिए लॉन्ग टर्म में एज अ ह्यूमन स्पीशीज बहुत डेडली है। हम कंप्यूटर्स के रोबोटिक्स के गुलाम बन के रह जाएंगे। वी विल बी completely dependent on that. So they are not for the entire human race, they are only for the certain sections of the society. The elites will be able to enjoy. Already the divide is huge. World's top 5% control world's 80% of the resources. Do you think this is fair? 80% of the world's resources is being controlled by only top 5% of the population. Is this humanity? Is this, is this the life you want? That you live happily and the entire human species suffers? People are not able to feed themselves 2 times a day, not even 1 time a day. So I think so. We should have empathy. We should use our senses, our emotions, our emotional intelligence to think through that this artificial intelligence is an artificial thing. Artificial things don't last long and they are always harmful for us. I don't know what is the human species going through. What is their thinking? I am really unable to understand. But if they are thinking that by doing all those things, they'll be happy, I don't think so. They will be happy. And these elites don't care, right? They don't care. It is we, the common public, has to think about it. I've been warning this since 2017 when Rajiv Malhotra, that bugger, was trying to market artificial intelligence to the Indian government, saying, "Oh, China has progressed in AI. They have so many patents. Why is India behind? We should push AI. We should push it." And that time I raised these objections. But as I am a common person, I don't have political linkages. I have always been rebellious against the system. Then the system, completely threw me out, and I was rejected as a obnoxious person. So AI is being pushed by every government, and the agenda is very clear. They want to control us. They want to divide and rule. The Britishers divided us and ruled us, and this is what the globalists are also doing: divide and rule. So I would suggest that we should not get divided. We should unite as a human species. All whites, blacks, browns, orange, yellow, whatever be our skin color, right? We should all be united and fighting against this globalist, these elite technopaths, these psychopaths, these sociopaths. जब तक हम ये सब नहीं करेंगे हम नहीं बच पाएंगे। हम लोगों को नेताओं की गुलामी से बाहर आना पड़ेगा। ये राइट विंग लेफ्ट विंग दोनों कंट्रोल्ड है। मैं 2010 से ये बात बोल रहा हूँ। मेरी गलती ये हो गई कि मैं इन लोगों की बातों में आ गया, तब मुझे इतना डिटेल में नॉलेज नहीं था। लेकिन इतना जरूर मुझे पता था कि लेफ्ट विंग राइट विंग से ऊपर उठ के हमको बात कर। लेकिन वही है, देशभक्ति जब तक चलती है जब तक इन नेताओं के एजेंडे को सूट करती है। जैसे ही इनका एजेंडा निकल जाता है, ये सत्ता में आ जाते हैं, तो ये सब चीजें उठा के फेंक देते हैं। तो जब कांग्रेस का हम विरोध कर रहे थे तो भाजपा को बहुत अच्छा लग रहा था। आज जब हम भाजपा का विरोध कर रहे हैं कांग्रेस को बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। लेकिन सत्ता में ये लोग आपस में अदली बदली होते रहते हैं, लेकिन जनता को कोई लाभ नहीं होता है, जनता पिसती है। तो मेरा तो ये मानना है, मेरा तो ये कहना है कि हम लोगों को अब जनता को जागृत होना चाहिए। दिस इज द लास्ट अटेम्प्ट बिफोर एजेंडा 2030 इज फुल्ली ऑपरेशनल एंड दे वांट टू टेक आउट 90% ऑफ द वर्ल्ड्स पॉपुलेशन। क्या कर सकते हैं, लेकिन एनीवे, आई एम डूइंग माय जॉब। आप लोगों का कोई क्वेश्चन हो, कोई क्वेरी हो तो मुझे बताइए। कोई पॉइंट छूट गया हो तो मैं उस पर थोड़ा विचार कर लेता हूँ और देखता हूँ कि क्या हो सकता है। एक मिनट। तो डू यू हैव एनी क्वेरीज fellows? I think one or two guys are watching this live. Do you have any queries or do you want wish to say hello? No. So there's hardly anybody who wants to interact in the live session. Anyway, no problem. I'm used to it. Uh, Sadly, I don't have any masala to entertain you. I can't provide entertainment. मैं तो जो सच्ची बात है वो बता सकता हूँ। जो मानवता के लिए आगे खतरा आ रहा है वो मैं बता सकता हूँ। लेकिन लोग नहीं मान रहे ना, क्योंकि उन्हें पैसा मिल रहा है और वो सोच रहे हैं पैसे से हम सुखी हो जाएंगे। जबकि ये पैसा भी नकली है, पूरा फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम फ्रॉड है। बहुत बड़ी पॉन्जी स्कीम चल रही है। ये जो रुपया डॉलर युआन येन यूरो, ये सब पूरा पॉन्जी स्कीम है। ये पूरा करेंसी सिस्टम है वर्ल्ड का। तो आप लोग जो सोच रहे हैं वैसा नहीं होने वाला है। आगे जाके आपका पैसा भी छीन लिया जाएगा। बहुत कुछ होने वाला है। मैं सोच रहा था आज के सेशन में वो सब बातें करूं, लेकिन मैंने फिर अभी डिसाइड किया नहीं, क्योंकि बहुत हैवी हो जाएगा। मैंने आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस पे ऑलरेडी इतना बोल दिया है। तो मेरा ये कहना है, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की ओर मत भागिए आप लोग। इसको रिजेक्ट करिए। क्योंकि ये जो हमको आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस दिया जा रहा है, ये ग्रॉक मेटा और ये सब जो सॉफ्टवेयर हैं, ये तो ठीक है, ये छोटा मोटा हमको बोलते हैं ना कैंडी बार देने वाली बात है, बच्चों को जैसे टॉफी देते हैं। लेकिन असली इसमें जो मेन जहर है, पॉइजन है, वेपन है, हथियार है, वो इन लोगों के पास है। ऐसे ऐसे एडवांस सॉफ्टवेयर हैं जो पूरा ह्यूमन बिहेवियर को ट्रैक करें। और आगे जाके हमको सोशल क्रेडिट स्कोर्स के थ्रू, स्मार्ट सिटीज के थ्रू, 15 मिनट सिटीज के थ्रू ये लोग हमारा गला दबाएंगे। चाइना में आप देखिए हो रहा है ऐसा। चाइना के वीडियोस देखेंगे आपको पता चलेगा कि वहाँ के लोगों को कैसे दबोचा जा रहा है, उनको कैसे उनका गला घोंटा जा रहा है। और धीरे धीरे चाइना में जो वेल्थ है वो कुछ ही लोगों के हाथ में आ रहा है। वहाँ के लोगों को सरवाइव करने के लिए बहुत कष्ट झेलना पड़ा है। तो मेरा तो आप लोग सबसे एक ही प्रार्थना है कि आप लोग उस मॉडल में मत जाइए। ये विकास विकास विकास, ये जीडीपी ग्रोथ, ये सब झूठे बातें हैं। खैर मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, मैं तो आप लोगों को बोल सकता हूँ। आप लोग जब तक खुद रिसर्च नहीं करेंगे मेरी बात पे, आप लोगों को विश्वास नहीं आएगा। लेकिन रिसर्च भी तो लोग नहीं करते ना। और फिर लड़ना नहीं चाहते। सच जान लेने के बाद भी वो बोलते हैं हम क्या करें, हमें तो नहीं लड़ना है। किसी को क्रिकेट खेलना है, किसी को पैसा कमाना है, किसी को घर को देखना है, किसी को बच्चे को पालना है, किसी को पत्नी को खुश रखना है, किसी को डर लगता है कि नेता मुझे मारेंगे। तो अगर सब कुछ आप लोगों को अपने हिसाब से चाहिए तो लड़ेगा कौन? एक दो व्यक्ति, पांच व्यक्ति तो नहीं लड़ेंगे। और जो लड़ने का नाटक कर रहे हैं वो सब तो उनसे पैसा खा के बैठे हैं, वो उसी गैंग में शामिल होने के लिए बैठे हैं, वो उन्हीं के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। वो थोड़ी आपको रियल बात बताएंगे या वो थोड़ी रियली में लड़ेंगे। जो लड़ रहा है उसको तो मार देते हैं लोग। कमलेश तिवारी भैया को मार दिया, राजीव दीक्षित जी को मार दिया। तो जब तक हम लोग ये सब चीजों से बाहर नहीं आएंगे, अनलेस एंड अनटिल वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट वी आर अ हैंडफुल ऑफ पीपल एंड वी हैव टू फाइट बैक। नहीं तो आप रोते रहिए, आपके जीवन में दुख और बढ़ते जाएगा। अब फिर आप चाहेंगे कि कोई आके मेरी मदद करे, कौन मदद करेगा? अभी ये इस्लामिस्टों को छोड़ दिया जाएगा तो क्या करोगे आप लोग? आपके घर में घुस के कोई आपको मारेगा? एनीवे, ये सब बातें बहुत बार हो चुकी है। 100 बार एक ही बात को क्यों बोलना? मूर्खता है ये। Anyway, so I don't think so we have any queries or any questions or anybody in the show. So let me end this uh, live session. Thank you very much. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। शुभ रात्रि। और जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे।